Well, we are, man, you know what? I'm sad because we're getting to the end of our list here, and there's not much of our films that we haven't seen yet. But we saw a movie called Summertime, and it was making me sing some good old fashioned summertime, time, shine, and loving's easy.
Made me think of Will Smith.
Nah, not Will Smith. Janis Joplin, baby.
Will
Janis
Smith,
Joplin.
Summertime.
Janis Joplin, Summertime.
I don't know what's a Will Smith Summertime.
It's not Janis Joplin Summertime, I can tell you.
Will Smith, the movie star, his song was Summertime.
Oh.
Is that summertime, summertime, summertime? No. Is that how it goes?
No.
I know Summerland by King's X. Is that what it was?
Don't know who that is.
Did he just change it to Summertime?
No, it was his own song.
Well, sing a bit for us. Sing a bit for us. Come on.
No.
Yeah. I think
I don't remember how it goes.
You brought it up.
This is the name of the song. The name of the song is called Summertime.
I don't remember it, so sing it a little bit so I can remember.
We'll move on.
We'll go to Spotify later, and we'll think of it as we sing it.
Or listeners can go look it up on YouTube.
We'll go karaoke when we can all see each other. So Summertime, slam poets are awesome. This film was so creative and fun, how they built a loose script into a bunch of poetry slams. I really liked this film a lot. There was only the issue that I had was there was a few segments within it that weren't really that great, and it kind of drew down the film a bit. I like this a lot. I love slam poetry, and I love the way they incorporated it into the film. Gets a super, super high artistic high meh. I couldn't love this movie as a full movie though, so it was a meh.
And that was the problem. There was some stuff that was within this movie that was absolutely mondo, stuff that got me emotional, stuff that really touched me. And then there was like stuff where it's like, oh, if we only could have kept that momentum. But that's what you're going to get when you're compiling 30, 40 different voices into a movie. Some of it's really going to connect with you, some of it isn't. I admired the flow of it. Some of it, as I say, was absolutely so good. Yep. And some of it wasn't. And overall, at the end of the day, it's a really, really high map teetering on a mondo. Like it's close.
Oh no, I
wish I could maybe just slice like 4 or 5 scenes out of it, and then I'd probably be a lot happier.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that the one thing that I was surprised it worked so well was that one lady at the end where she's confronting the gentleman that kind of turned her down. Yep. And the way that he did it.
Yeah, that was so.
In no way did I think I was going to be affected by that, but I was almost in tears by the end.
That speech was amazing.
Yeah, or poem, really.
Yeah, it's a slam. Yeah,
so, it was a slam poem. Yeah.
Yeah, I think people need to see this movie. And I really hope that these artists can build a second movie and have people maybe give a little bit more input on what we think should be pulled. But that's just us. I mean,
all the guy wants is a cheeseburger, man. Just
wanted a cheeseburger. So, Murda, you saw this one, didn't you?
I didn't get all the way through it. I got about halfway through, and it had some good stories. The scene at the beginning where he wants a cheeseburger and they bring him, I don't know what the hell thing was on a plate with leaves and something else, and then he wasn't going to pay for it, and she was going to call the cops, and he was going to give her a bad review. That was a good scene.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of poetry in any form really, but especially when it sounds a lot like rap music.
What about when Bryan Adams is singing it? What about when Platinum Blonde's singing it?
Yeah, when that happens, you let me know.
That's what they're doing. They're singing poetry. What are you talking about? These are your favorite bands.
Song. Yeah, but that's different music. I'm talking about rap music when they're like, all they're doing is just saying words. Like when when musicians sing, they use their voices to sing. This is people talking. I'm not crazy about hip hop either.
I don't
reason,
mind
but
going to the beatnik bars where we talk about things. We all get to click our fingers.
Yeah, and again, when I think of that, I think of Mike Myers and Axe Murderer.
Yeah,
it's like he says it's the same poem every time because he gets dumped so much. But yeah, it wasn't my. I mean, you know, a good friend of ours, Catherine, is into that stuff, but no, not for me.
Yeah, that's okay. Not everybody likes poetry. I get it.
It was just a meh.
Yep. What was the 3 meh? 3. You know what that means? Okay. Our last feature we're going to talk about today is laughter. Well, am I right or am I right? It's laughter. You can always count on nudity in a French film, though. That's what I got to say. Although it wasn't a film from France, so I was a little surprised. From a Quebecois film,
yeah.
There was maybe they're just getting some influence from our friends in France. Laughter is everything, and everything including laughter. This film had so many layers to it, and I don't think I was either A, smart enough, or B, mature enough to grasp all the layers that were in this film. I really loved the feel of this film. I really loved the message I was actually absorbing from it, but I really felt I wasn't really tied everything together as cleanly as I would have liked. I didn't feel everything tied up at the end. And I don't always necessarily need that, but I don't know why this film felt really disjointed to me. There were so many great character developments, but not sure what really happened at the end of this film. I really liked it, but I didn't love it. It was a meh for me.
There's a lot going on. Last scene, well, I don't know if it was the very last scene, but where she's doing her little stand-up gig.
Yeah.
I thought that felt like super flat. I liked a lot of it, but the build-up, the ending just kind of fell flat with me. I really liked the scene where she confronts the dude that, you know, could have killed her but didn't.
Yeah.
There was lots of stuff in it, as you say, that was powerful, but a little uneven, and the end just didn't do it for me. So it's a meh. I didn't hate it, but at the end of the day, Did
you feel like there didn't seem like the reasons of the film weren't really tied in as cleanly or clearly? Was I missing something? Like,
no, you're not. I don't think there was. I think it was just there were loose threads between some of the stuff that was in this film. There was some stuff where it's like, but
I mean, the very beginning, it started out with a real punch too, right? Like where they go into the. It's like it brings back memories of like Holocaust films, and you're just like, "What is?" It
was a crazy start to this movie. It's like, to be honest, I started this movie and I'm like, oh God, it's over 2 hours long. But in the first 5 minutes, I'm like, what? and then I'm like, I was pretty focused in after that. So it was a really effective way to begin this film.
To draw you in.
It drew you in big time at the beginning. And then it kind of did some weird veering left and right and throughout the rest of it, where some of it was, you know, quite good. But I just honestly that the end could have saved it for me. But it was still meh. It was okay.
It was good French nudity the way it should be.
Yeah, I'm not sure. No.
Murray, did you get to see this one?
No.
It's French, you know.
Well, I don't mind the French. It's just you said 2 hours long, and it just, despite the fact that it said laughter, I have a feeling it's a pretty serious movie.
It was a very, very serious movie.
He tries to make us laugh at the beginning, but the dude from that other film had a better chance of making me laugh.
Yeah, that. Itchy fingers.
Itchy fingers.
Itchy fingers. Okay, so we're gonna blast through the shorts packages. There's 2 shorts packages.
I thought we were gonna do something else real quick first.
Oh yeah, we were gonna do something real quick
first.
He's
been jumping around all day.
I have been.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, you didn't. You're kind of jumping all over the place.
I'm a little.
That's okay.
I'm a
3,
little-
2, 1.
Why can't he put you in the shark?
Because you can't grapple a ghost. Fucking obviously. You can't, he's a ghost. You can't grapple a ghost.
Beans cool. I can't. There's already a dead body.
Exactly. Hey, fool. Sometimes when you do some crime, people die, and it's okay.
We're the Broken Lords. We provide the finest actual play RPG related nonsense this side of the internet. Follow us on Twitter at Lords Broken and give us a listen on any major podcasting platform.
Yeah, that's the Broken Lords podcast, which kind of threw us for a loop. They were broken right from the beginning and just pulled us. It was like, what's happening? But now we know. It's manic. It's manic. Okay, well, now let's talk about shorts. That was a really good idea to put that there. Who thought of that anyway?
You did, but then you're jumping
Same
all
guy who
over the
forgot
place.
about it.
It's Friday. What am I doing? I'm not usually doing this on Fridays. I'm usually passed out drunk by now.
We'll be back
Okay.
to normal
That's
next
true.
week.
Yes, we will. Okay, so we're gonna blast through some shorts. We saw the shorts package called Late Night Cravings. And Mur, did you get to see this one?
I did.
Ah, sweet. Okay, so I'm just gonna break down. We'll have a quick little 1-sentence breakdown and what we thought of it. Poor Glenna. For me, it was a little shop of Glenna. I thought it was Mondo. I loved it.
Meh.
All right.
Yeah, didn't like it.
Okay. All right. Well, there is that you didn't like it rage or you didn't like
no,
it?
I wouldn't rage about it, but it just wasn't my thing. I
All
thought it was
right.
boring.
Okay, perfect. Then we saw Lucky Feet 2000.
What?
Does that sound right? Lucky Feet 2000?
I don't know.
What?
I don't remember 2000 in there, but damn, I didn't know what the hell was going on anyway. Didn't
Maybe there wasn't a 2000. Yeah, no, it's Lucky Feet 2000. So Lucky Feet 2000, Lucky Feet, Lucky Us. For me, it was a woman gets a woman gets a supernatural pedicure.
Oh yeah, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was a
I
Mondo.
liked it. I'm gonna give him one more. Yeah, it's Mondo.
There we go. Now, this was okay. So, for those people who don't know, I actually get to work as part of the previewing team with this festival. That's why I love it. Maybe that's why I love it so much. But this short was my favorite short of the entire number of shorts that I saw, and it's called Bubble. And
Really?
to me,
You like
this
that
was,
one?
I absolutely loved this short. It's a hungry Chinese style Mondo. Freaking love this.
Yeah. What happened again?
An ordinary night, a man eats a lot of herbal plants in front of a woman, transforming himself
Yeah.
into
Mondo.
the woman's food.
Mondo.
Yes, this was my favorite short. Anybody, if you get a chance to see this Chinese short called Bubble,
It's cute.
you will literally know mine and Bryce's personalities meld into one.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
Okay, what'd you do? Did you
This-
hate it?
Oh, this was a hard rage for me. It was a Chinese guy eating grass for 10 minutes.
It was awesome.
It was a 15-minute short. In 10 minutes, he's just eating grass. And it was stupid. And it serves him right for eating vegetables.
Whatever. Love my veggies.
I thought it was dumb.
That's awesome.
Plus, me and subtitles.
Yeah. Well, he was mostly making crunching sounds on the vegetables.
Yeah, that's it.
Uh,
That's talking.
Peter the Penguin.
Mm.
Penguins are cool. But it's not cool enough for me. This was a meh.
It was
Meh.
a stuffed penguin, so it wasn't cool at all. It was kind of warm and fuzzy.
All right.
Hmm.
Was that 3 mehs for that one?
Yeah, it was a meh. It was creepy, but it was kind of funny.
I like creepy. Okay, Stuck in the Middle for some pedophile revenge. This was a Mondo for me.
Meh.
Well, I knew that Jim would like it because it's literally dick kicking at its finest.
Yeah, there was a
That's
lot of
literally what
beautiful.
they did.
A lot of dick
and
kicking.
It was bloody and gory, and yeah, he basically gave him what he had coming to him.
Bloody
it was
satisfaction.
my favorite of this package. I'm not a big shorts person, but
Oh,
it was my favorite of the whole package.
All right, that's good. Well, there you go, Mur. You like to see those ladies who kick dicks too. With pleasure.
What was it about?
What is it about? It is
What?
Cherry Blossoms Burlesque Bar is a
Oh, yeah.
mystical haven
Rage.
in which people
Rage.
speak in proverbs and poetry. Again, there's some
Rage.
poetry there for you, Murray.
There's some poetry.
Rage.
All right, that's a one rage. And Murray, what'd you think of
Yeah,
With Pleasure? Yeah, it was also a meh for me. But you know what? Great proverbs, revenge, and some fucked upness, but it was a meh.
Okay.
Perfect. We've got Feed Your Muse. You always think your muse will be something with less tongue. This was a meh for me, but I still thought it was fun. I like things with big tongues, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was boring. It was too long and it was boring. I was glad it wasn't a feature.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't a feature too. I think they did a really good job of the short side of it. Are you giving it a meh?
Yeah,
All right.
fairly.
Meat lovers. I have a feeling this may be the only non-vegan pizza that Bryce might eat. This was a mondo for me.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was only 4 minutes long, so I mean, it was too short. But it was a cute premise, and it makes me love meat even more.
There you go. Bryce, what do you think of meat lovers?
It was
Not the people, but the dog with the short.
It was still meh. It was good, but it wasn't great. It was fun.
Well, all that meat was annoying him. Okay. Peaking, I want to say. Peaking is after a long day on set, a loud
sound recordist.
Thank you. Starts to hear more than just toxic conversation. What do we think of peaking? And not the duck. It's just peaking.
Yeah, it was meh.
Yeah,
it was okay. It was kind of creepy. Had a strange kind of ending, but I enjoyed it.
Cool. Yeah, is that a mondo or is that a meh?
No.
My comment was, be careful what you listen to.
Mm.
And the last one in this package. Yeah, I know. The last one in this one is The Curse. I said it was a cute coming of age film for a young lady with good business instincts, but it was a meh for me.
It was also local.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Nice.
It was meh.
She was a very creepy kid. There were a lot of bloody effects, and yeah, again, it was kind of short, which is, you know, the title of shorts. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Not a mondo, but it was okay.
Cool. So it's like a lot of meh happening in that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then the other shorts package, Quintessential Quirk. You wouldn't understand. And my comments were, do you have any Grey Poupon horseradish and time travel? It was a mondo for me. I love this one.
Yeah, I actually liked it a lot. Mondo.
Nice. Mur, did you see this one?
Didn't see these.
You didn't see some Quintessential Quirk?
No.
All right.
No time.
We saw Trash Scab, Trashy Pandemic, and it was a meh for me.
It was meh.
The Dangerous Type, strong lead female garage attendant. It's quirky. I gave it a meh. It was a really long short too.
Yeah, it was too long. It was meh.
All right. Asparagus 2. Now, I don't know if this is related to the original Asparagus, which played at the festival maybe last year or the year before. Smoking Asparagus. This was a meh for me.
Yeah.
Also? It was also a meh? All right. But it was asparagus. It's like there's no meat involved. It's just asparagus. Okay.
Fun with the board.
He is playing with himself there too. Tired Eyes. Musicians run all over New York and play a song. It was meh for me.
It was so mad.
It was so meh. Bump. Silly hijinks on the street. It was a meh.
It was a meh.
I have a feeling that this whole package may be meh for you, but what do I know? Aquatic Bird, True Love, an Egg, and some fucked up shit. This was a super mondo for me. I loved Aquatic Bird.
Yeah, Aquatic Bird I actually really liked. It was mondo.
Yeah, it was a long short too. It's
It was.
I think it's another. Was it Chinese film or was it Japanese?
I don't remember. Sorry.
Apparently it's China. So
There you go.
it's very long. So yeah, actually, I would highly suggest people see this one as the same time. Maybe they'll get a Chinese short package that has this and the other one we talked about. I think it's a good pairing. Wichita, Busted Bitch. It's a meh. I think the end could have been maybe a little better.
Yeah, it was meh.
Okay. Stump the Guesser. Now, I think this had some local, this might have been made locally too. Black and white, vintage, silent film, short, circus, guesser, fun. I like this one. It was a mondo for me.
It was mondo.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a Canadian film. So it quite possibly could have been in Alberta.
Just like me. I'm a Canadian film. No, I'm just a Canadian. Sorry.
Sometimes you have film in your eyes.
Sometimes I've got film all over my body.
Oh, Bryce shitstorm. Okay. And the very last short that we saw for these packages was Today or I'll Die. 13 years old.
Yeah.
I'll pass. This was a low meh for me. I did not like this one.
I honestly don't even remember it.
It's one where the girl goes to the tennis court and meets that guy, and she tries to get him to have sex with her.
Yeah, that was bad. I didn't like it. What's that thing that's really bad? Rage.
It's a
that thing that you do a lot.
It's kind of like a little bit worse than meh. It's a rage.
It's a rage.
Well, that's pretty much we have two films we're going to talk about next week.
Yeah, two films from the festival, Kid Candidate and Crypto Zoo. I believe we're going to be talking about both of those.
Yep. And both of those might get some major release after this festival. So I would keep your eyeballs on those.
And then we'll be back to talking about some more mainstream stuff as well. And we're back to our usual format on Wednesday.
Yeah. So hopefully, I'd like to get some feedback from some of the listeners. We actually, our first Cuff episode from this week, we had one of the biggest downloads we've had in any episode we've had. So apparently people are listening to the Cuff stuff. So that's great because the film festivals in your neighborhood need your support. And, we just love this festival and we wish we were all there in person. But for everybody that's listening, if you have a chance to check out your film festivals in your neighborhood, please check them out. Some of these films will probably show up there unless it's a very mainstream type festival or a very dark.
Even then.
Yeah, there's a good chance. There's a really good mix on this one. So, yeah.
Cool.
So far, it's been a pretty awesome time. Thanks again, Ragers, for listening. Extra rage love to our two Film Rage community members, James and Julene, from It Goes Down in the PM podcast. Thanks to the extended Film Rage crew of Leonard Conlon for artistic vision and photography via Leonard Conlon Photography. For Bex Goose for her animation and drawing skills at Potato Lady Podcastreviews.com. Find us on social media at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. See what we look like on our YouTube channel by searching Film Rage Podcast. We are always wanting to make this a raging blast for our listeners, so please comment often everywhere you feel, including sending us an email at filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Podchaser and Apple Podcast dare us to see terrible, terrible movies that'll fuel our rage. But no matter what you do, whatever you do, please make us rage. Please, please. That's it for this week. Rage on.
Rage on.